Understanding macronutrients, or also known as macros. Macros. The buzzword on all fitness platforms, but what are they? I like to think of them as the three musketeers: fat, protein, and carbohydrates. As I mentioned previously, these are our main energy sources, with fat containing 9 calories per 1 gram, protein containing 4 calories per 1 gram, and carbohydrates also containing 4 calories per 1 gram. We need all of these. They play an important role in helping us stay lean, strong, and healthy. Let's take a look at these more closely. Another question I commonly get asked when it comes to reducing body fat is, should I be cutting carbs out of my diet, or to carb or not to carb? Carbohydrates are your main source of energy. This is why cutting carbs out of your diet is never okay. It will only lead to you feeling weak and sluggish, especially if you are hitting the gym. Carbs don't make you fat. What makes us gain weight is eating more than our calorie demands, or surplus as we were talking about before. So providing you eat the right amount of carbs a day, you will not gain fat, but instead train harder and help to create more lean muscle mass, making you appear leaner. So why do we need carbs? Well, we need energy for the muscles during exercise. And as I said before, carbohydrates are our main source of energy. Carbohydrates also ensure proper functioning of the central nervous system, kidneys, and muscles. Carbs also contain fibre, which is vital for intestinal health and digestion, and it is also essential that we eat carbs for healthy brain function. Let's take a look at good and bad carbohydrates. What are they? Good or complex carbohydrates and bad or simple carbohydrates. The difference between the good and the bad is the rate at which they are converted into glucose for your body to use as energy. Good or complex carbohydrates have a complex structure which takes longer to break down, providing your body with a slow and steady release of glucose. They are often referred to as low GI and are typically referred to over simple carbohydrates, for example, vegetables over pasta. Bad or simple carbohydrates have a simple structure and are easily broken down into glucose, causing a rise in blood sugar levels. They are also referred to as high GI and are typically white and refined sources of carbohydrate, for example, a donut. If you want to know the glycemic index of the foods that we eat, here is a table which contains all the relevant information from high GI foods to low GI foods. Which carbohydrates should we be eating then? So do we just stick with the good ones? Believe it or not, both good and bad have their place. Your body loves those simple carbohydrates right after a training session, in addition with other nutrients from protein and good fats. This is because the quick rise of blood glucose associated with eating simple carbs causes the pancreas to release a hormone called insulin, which can help shuttle much needed nutrients from your well-balanced meal quicker to those hard work muscles to help aid recovery and help build new muscle tissue. In conclusion, predominantly we want to include complex or good carbohydrates in the diet as much as possible, but if you fancy something like pasta or a donut, save it for after your workout.